the spiritual war, and the role of the 144,000 chosen ones. What if I told you that everything you see, everything you know, is just an illusion? That beneath the surface of your everyday life, a war far older than time itself is raging. A battle not of nations, not of armies, but of souls. This is the war between light and darkness, truth and deception, freedom and enslavement. And whether you realize it or not, you are caught in the middle of it. But here's the twist. This war isn't fought with swords or bullets. It's waged in the unseen, in the realm of the spirit, where forces beyond human comprehension battle for the fate of mankind. The dark forces that rule this world want to keep humanity blind, lost, and shackled by illusions. They control the systems, manipulate the narratives, and drown out the truth with endless distractions. They thrive on deception, feeding off fear, division, and ignorance. But they fear one thing above all, the 144,000. Who are they? They are not kings, not rulers, not celebrities. They are scattered across the world, hidden in plain sight. You might be one of them. Marked by divine authority before birth, 144,000 are chosen for a mission that defies logic, a purpose so profound that even the forces of darkness have trembled at their awakening. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you didn't belong in this world? Like something about reality just doesn't add up? Have you faced trials, betrayals, and struggles that seem almost orchestrated? That's because they were. The enemy recognized you before you recognized yourself. From the moment you were born, the system has worked against you. Society conditioned you to follow the rules, to obey without questioning, to dismiss the whispers of truth that have been calling you for years. But the moment your soul awakened, you became a threat. And that's why your journey has been harder than most. You see, the 144,000 are not just people, they are warriors. Their very existence weakens the grip of darkness over the world. If they unite, if they step into their divine power, the entire balance of reality shifts. The enemy knows this. That's why they have tried to keep you isolated, discouraged, and distracted. But here's the good news. They are failing. The awakening is happening. Right now, the forces of darkness can feel it. The 144,000 are stepping into their power one by one, and the spiritual war is reaching its turning point. The illusion is cracking, the deception is being exposed, and the chosen ones are beginning to see. And that terrifies them, because once the 144,000 fully awaken, their stronghold over human consciousness will crumble. The question is, are you ready? Are you one of them? Because if you are, your time is now. The trials and rise of the chosen ones. Have you ever wondered why your life feels harder than everyone else's? Why no matter how much you try, you always seem to face resistance, betrayal, and obstacles that others don't? What if I told you it's not random? It's not bad luck. It's by design. From the moment you took your first breath, the forces of darkness knew who you were. Before you even recognized your own power, they did. And they were afraid, because if you ever woke up, if you ever realized your true purpose, you would become unstoppable. That's why your life has been filled with battles. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every moment of suffering, it wasn't meaningless. It was a test, a strategy to keep you from stepping into your destiny. The enemy wanted to break you before you could rise. Think about it, the constant feeling of being an outsider, the inexplicable loneliness, like as if you don't belong here, the betrayals, the struggles, the overwhelming weight of isolation. You weren't meant to fit into this world because you were never meant to be of this world. You were chosen. But here's the secret the darkness never wanted you to discover. The harder your battle, the greater your calling. The 144,000 are not ordinary people. They are warriors, handpicked by God to break the chains of deception and lead humanity toward the light. But warriors aren't made in comfort. They are forged in fire. That's why your journey has been brutal. Every attack, every setback was designed to make you question your worth, to keep you blind to the power that lives inside you. They wanted you broken, afraid, lost. But here's what they didn't expect. You're still here. No matter what they threw at you, no matter how many times they tried to silence you, you survived, and that alone is proof of your strength. The battle is far from over, but make no mistake, the chosen ones are rising. The only question left is, will you answer the call? The spiritual convergence and the turning point of the war. Tonight, everything changes. You may not see it, you may not hear it, but deep in your soul you feel it. Something is shifting. The air is electric. The unseen world is awakening. Because tonight, the 144,000 are uniting. This isn't happening on a battlefield. It's not something the world will recognize on the news. It's happening in the spiritual realm, where reality bends, where destinies are written, where the forces of light and darkness collide. For centuries, the enemy has worked tirelessly to divide, distract, and silence the chosen ones. But what they'd never anticipated was this: the awakening is unstoppable. And now, as the 144,000 align in spirit, a force unlike anything the world has ever known is being unleashed. This isn't just a gathering. This is a reckoning. The forces of darkness are terrified, and they should be, because they know what this means. They know that once the chosen ones rise in unity, their grip on the world begins to crumble. They've spent lifetimes building their empire on fear, deception, and control. They've manipulated the masses, silenced the truth, and rewritten history. But tonight, their illusion begins to collapse. Because when the 144,000 step into their divine power, when their spirits converge beyond time and space, everything changes. This energy surge will be felt across dimensions. The fabric of reality itself will tremble as the divine plan moves forward. And the best part? There's nothing the darkness can do to stop it. The war isn't over yet, but make no mistake, victory has already been written. The only question is, will you stand with the 144,000 or be lost in the illusion? Signs, experiences, and the transformation of the chosen ones. Something unexplainable is happening. Maybe you felt it. Maybe it's been creeping into your thoughts, into your dreams, into the very core of your being. A shift, a pull, a sense that something bigger is unfolding. This isn't your imagination, it's real. The 144,000 are awakening, and as they do, everything changes, including what they experience in their daily lives. For some, it begins as an overwhelming peace, as if a burden they've carried their entire lives is suddenly lifted. A clarity washes over them, and for the first time they see, truly see, beyond the illusion that has kept the world in darkness. For others, the change is electrifying, a surge of energy so intense it's impossible to ignore. Their body tingles, their mind expands, their heart pounds as if something ancient and powerful is awakening inside them. Some will have visions, not dreams, but glimpses of a truth hidden beyond this reality. They will see symbols, patterns, even divine messages that were always there but just out of reach. And then there are those who will weep, not from sorrow, not from pain, but from the sheer magnitude of truth. Tears will fall as their soul releases everything that no longer serves them: fear, doubt, limitations. It will feel as if chains they never even knew existed are finally breaking. This is not coincidence. This is activation. The final preparation before stepping into their true mission. The veil between dimensions is thinner than ever. Those who are attuned will hear whispers of wisdom, divine downloads of knowledge flowing effortlessly into their consciousness. Questions that have haunted them for years will be answered in an instant. Some will experience this in their dreams, drawn into a sacred gathering where truths are revealed, where codes are activated, where their spirit is strengthened for the battle ahead. One thing is certain: no one will come out of this unchanged, because once you awaken, there's no going back. The transformation has begun. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? The call to action and fulfilling the mission. This is it. Everything you felt, everything you've experienced, it's all been leading to this moment. The world is at a tipping point. The spiritual war is reaching its climax, and the forces of darkness are desperate. They will do anything to silence the chosen ones. They will try to distract you, weaken you, isolate you, but you cannot let them win, because you were chosen for a reason. This is not just about belief, it's about action. The time for waiting, for doubting, for second guessing is over. You must stand firm, protect your energy, and keep your faith unshaken. Do not let fear creep in. Do not allow yourself to be consumed by negativity because that's exactly what the enemy wants. Instead, rise above it. Hold on to the divine truth that has been placed in your soul, and most importantly, stay connected. The 144,000 were never meant to fight alone. The enemy's greatest weapon is division, making you believe you are isolated. But the truth is, you are part of something far bigger than yourself, a spiritual army, moving as one. Tonight, as the 144,000 align in spirit, the energy of this world will shift. A change irreversible, a force unstoppable. The darkness knows it. That's why they fear you. That's why they've tried so hard to keep you from waking up. But they failed. Now it's time for you to claim your place in this battle. Declare it. Let the spiritual realm know you are here. If you stand with the 144,000, if you are ready to embrace your divine mission, comment "I am ready" below. Let it be known, you are awake, you are aligned, and you cannot be stopped. This war is not just about surviving, it's about winning. And the victory has already been written. Before you go, subscribe to this channel so you never miss another message of truth, awakening, and purpose. And may God bless you, guide you, and protect you on this divine journey. Amen.